when Jay said the line in Picasso Baby, yes, because we've talked about that. We have a history that supersedes music, and we know how this business works. We sit back and we laugh at those rumors. We laugh at that. I think he began to feel the pressure because people were saying my age, the age thing. She was 15, 14. She was 15, 14. And after a while, that gets to a person. The Jay I know, the Sean I know, never comes out again.
And then Diddy, that whole empire crumbling got a lot of y'all scared because your favorite rapper was sleeping with a 15-year-old. But listen, here's the deal.
But I remember, right, when Foxy and Jay-Z had, what's that, Be Good?
I'll Be.
I'll
Yeah,
Be?
that was a good one.
Okay, Foxy was the star of that.
Dealings and could easily bring down both of them if she chose to. Plus, Solange, with her deep connections to both Jay-Z and Beyonce, has also always been aware of the darker side of things. She's warned Beyonce about Jay-Z before, but now the narrative is shifting. People are starting to question Diddy's actions as more stories come out about his past behavior. It's clear that there's a lot going on behind the scenes. When the Cassie video surfaced, it was like a bombshell. Diddy has been facing accusations of harassment, and more people are coming forward with stories about him. What's even more telling is the silence from some of the biggest names in the industry. No one is stepping forward to defend him, which suggests they either knew about his actions or just kept their distance while turning a blind eye. The whole situation is starting to look very suspicious. Now that Diddy is behind bars, Jay-Z might finally be able to rest easy. But the real person who knows what went down between Jay-Z and Diddy during the 90s and early 2000s is Foxy Brown. She was one of Jay-Z's closest confidants during that time and could reveal more about their friendship and dealings than anyone else. Foxy was there from the beginning, and if she ever decided to speak up, it could change everything. There have long been rumors and whispers surrounding Jay-Z's relationship with Foxy Brown, particularly in the mid-80s when the two collaborated on the song Ain't No, which was recorded in 1994 but wasn't released until 1996. For those in the know, it wasn't just business, it was personal. Foxy was only 14 or 15 when they first met, and Jay-Z, already an established figure in the industry, played a pivotal role in her career. He was deeply involved. While Foxy was still in high school, Jay-Z was reportedly the one paying for her wigs, lashes, and nails, lavishing her with designer clothes, and taking her on extravagant vacations. For someone her age, it was the kind of lifestyle few could imagine, let alone enjoy. One individual who went to school with Foxy recalls he used to pick her up from high school. She went to my school, John Dewey, then BCA, then Westinghouse for night classes. He would pull up to Westinghouse for her. Biggie Smalls used to pick her up too, but they were legit friends. Then making her debut album, even contributing as one of the primary writers for her hit track Il Nene, he also helped her craft a unique sound that would make Foxy one of the most notable female rappers of the time. In the song Il Nene, Jay-Z famously raps a provocative line, "Who got the illest P on the planet? Sugar walls coming down, ninjas can't stand it. First the mansion, then the yacht sound, paper straight cash, get got, bloodhounds trying to hunt down the brown fox." These lyrics, filled with overt sexual references, only added fuel to the fire of speculation about their personal relationship. What started as professional collaboration quickly turned into something far more intimate, and it became an open secret in the industry that Jay-Z and Foxy were involved romantically. Everyone knew her and Jay were together. This person's account paints a vivid picture of their public relationship, one that was so obvious that even Nas, in his infamous diss track Ether, called out Jay-Z for his entanglement with Foxy. In the song, Nas raps, "Foxy got you hot cause you kept your face in her." This line suggests that Jay-Z's connection with Foxy was more than just professional, it was personal, and many believed it played a role in his rise to fame. Jay-Z and Foxy's working relationship came to an end around 1999, which coincided with the time he began publicly dating Beyonce. As Jay-Z's fame and personal life evolved, so did his relationships within the industry, and Foxy, who had once been so close to him, found herself pushed aside. But her connection with Jay-Z wasn't the only significant relationship she developed in the 90s. Foxy also became close with Diddy, whose empire at the time was growing in power and influence. The trio Jay-Z, Diddy, and Foxy was often seen partying together in the hottest clubs. They had access to an elite lifestyle, one that many outside the industry could only dream of. As Foxy spent more time with these two moguls, she gained insight into the darker side of their world. She witnessed firsthand the ruthless business practices that were often hidden behind the glitzy facade of the entertainment industry. Foxy was around at the beginning of both Bad Boy Records and Rossi A. Fella Records, and as a result, she became privy to many of the industry secrets that others would never know. She knew how Diddy operated, how Jay-Z navigated his rise to the top, and how the two moguls were intertwined in a complex web of business and personal dealings. Foxy's knowledge didn't go unnoticed, and word on the street is that both Jay-Z and Diddy realized the power she held. As Foxy grew older and began to distance herself from the pair, it seems that Jay-Z, in particular, saw her as a liability. Rumors suggest that Jay-Z, with Diddy's assistance, blacklisted Foxy from the industry. Some even claim that Jay-Z made her sign multiple non-disclosure agreements, NDAs, effectively silencing her from speaking out about their personal relationship and the details of their time together. These actions seem to have been part of a strategy to keep Foxy from sharing what she knew, ensuring that her loyalty to Jay-Z and their shared history remained hidden from the public. Now that Jay-Z is facing lawsuits and Diddy is embroiled in multiple scandals, the industry's power dynamics are shifting. People who have long been quiet are beginning to speak out, and Foxy Brown, with her unique position in hip-hop history, could be one of the key figures to expose more than just the surface-level rumors. If she chooses to go public with her story, it will not only shine a light on the past, but also have major repercussions for the future of the hip-hop moguls involved. Foxy's position in this saga is significant not just because of her personal experiences with Jay-Z and Diddy, but because of the influence she holds in the hip-hop community. As one of the few women who was deeply embedded in the world of these two moguls from the very beginning, her perspective is one that cannot be easily dismissed. Whether she chooses to speak out fully remains to be seen, but one thing is clear: the truth about Jay-Z, Diddy, and Foxy Brown is far from fully told. Jay-Z and Diddy are now facing the consequences of their past actions, reaping the fallout from the seeds of corruption they've sown. While Diddy never had a romantic involvement with Foxy Brown after Jay-Z had already claimed that territory, Foxy still had connections with many of the other artists, both men and women, who were allegedly exploited by Diddy. Foxy had a front row seat to the lengths Diddy would go to achieve his goals, and as someone with respect and influence in the Black community, her words carry weight. People are eager to hear what Foxy has to say. Although she did sign a non-disclosure agreement (NDA), sources claim Diddy still takes care of her and her mother's bills. However, the real shame lies in what Foxy allegedly endured, particularly the diseases she reportedly contracted due to unprotected encounters with Jay-Z. It's not just rumors. Foxy knows firsthand what happened. She's spoken about how Jay-Z allegedly introduced her to a world of hurt, even affecting her cousin, and how she became entangled in a dangerous lifestyle when she was just a teenager. Foxy was reportedly running around Philadelphia at the age of 16 or 17, influenced by Jay-Z's promises that they could lead a normal life. Foxy's relationships with these men, including her involvement with corrupt figures like Jay-Z, complicate things even further. She knows how these men manipulate and use women for their benefit. She feels that she's been a pawn in their game. While Solange has always stayed out of the drama surrounding her sister's marriage to Jay-Z, her feelings about her brother-in-law and his connections run deeper. Solange has never been fond of the people Jay-Z keeps close, particularly the influence they've had on her sister, Beyonce. The friction between Solange and Jay-Z, although it may have settled publicly, has been long-standing. Solange isn't one to attend their events or mingle with the family much anymore. She prefers to keep her distance, and it's clear she has never fully supported her sister's marriage to Jay-Z. Word has it that Solange disapproves of the people Jay-Z surrounds himself with, and she feels protective of her sister, even if it means standing apart. While Solange keeps her personal feelings private, she's allegedly been aware of her sister's struggle. Jay-Z's history with controversial figures like R. Kelly, Jeffrey Epstein, and his close partnership with Diddy has cast a long shadow over his reputation. The two men were often seen at events together, forging business ties that are now under intense scrutiny. With Diddy facing criminal charges and speculation swirling about Jay-Z's own involvement in shady activities, it's rumored that Solange is quietly waiting for Jay-Z to face his own reckoning, and hasn't been pleased with the man Beyonce married. When Jay-Z was named in a lawsuit alongside Diddy, accused of mistreating a 13-year-old girl, he responded with a statement declaring his intention to fight for himself and his family. But many see this as nothing more than a display of arrogance and pride, similar to the attitude Diddy exhibited before his own fall from grace following the Cassie video leak. Solange is reportedly observing this entire situation unfold, and while Jay-Z may be her sister's husband, she feels no sympathy for what's to come. The public has begun to connect the dots between Jay-Z's long-standing friendship with Diddy and his ties to other controversial figures like R. Kelly and Harvey Weinstein. Some fans are questioning how Jay-Z could be seen as completely innocent when he was so closely linked to these men. One quote circulating online reads, "Jay-Z and Diddy have been best friends for over 30 years. Can we really assume Jay-Z's hands are clean of Diddy's filth?" Another user commented. Diddy said he can't host the Rousey Nation brunch in prison alone, he needs his partner, highlighting how intertwined their fates have been over the years. Yet others pointed out the troubling history, saying Jay-Z was close friends with R. Kelly, Diddy, and Harvey Weinstein. Now there's suddenly no way he could be a predator. LMAO. With so many connections between these high-profile figures, the question on everyone's mind is whether Foxy Brown will ever speak out directly against Jay-Z. Will she reveal the details of their past? Or will she continue to keep quiet despite the mounting pressure? Fans and insiders alike are waiting for her to take the next step, but only time will tell if Foxy decides to publicly confront the man she once worked so closely with.